Once upon a time, in a small town nestled among rolling hills and dense forests, there was a mysterious mansion that had been abandoned for as long as anyone could remember. It was said to be haunted by the ghost of a wealthy merchant who had lived there many years ago, and no one in town dared to set foot inside. One day, a group of curious kids, including a brave and adventurous 8-year-old named Jack, decided to explore the mansion for themselves. They had heard all sorts of scary stories about the place, but they didn't believe in ghosts and were determined to prove that there was nothing to be afraid of. As they approached the mansion, they noticed that the gates were open and the front door was slightly ajar. Without hesitation, Jack led the way inside. The group stepped cautiously into the foyer, taking in the dilapidated furnishings and peeling wallpaper. "This place is creepy," whispered one of the kids, eyeing a cobweb-covered chandelier hanging overhead. "Yeah, but it's also kind of cool," replied Jack with a grin. "Let's keep going and see what we can find." The group made their way through the mansion, marveling at the grand staircases, ornate fireplaces, and elaborate frescoes on the walls. But as they explored further, they began to notice strange noises and movements in the shadows. "Did you guys hear that?" asked one of the kids, her voice shaking. "It's probably just the old pipes or something," replied Jack, trying to keep everyone calm. But as they turned a corner, they were confronted by a ghostly figure floating in the air before them. It was the merchant from the stories, his face twisted in a snarl and his eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. The kids let out a scream and ran back the way they had come, trying to escape the mansion as quickly as they could. But as they reached the front door, they realized it was locked tight. "What do we do now?" asked one of the kids, tears streaming down her face. "We have to find a way out," replied Jack, his mind racing. "There must be another door or a window we can use." The group split up, searching every room and corridor in the mansion for an escape route. They found a hidden door behind a tapestry, but it led only to a cramped and dusty attic. They tried to push open a window, but it was stuck fast. Just when they were about to give up hope, they heard a faint scratching sound from behind a thick curtain. They pulled it aside to reveal a small door that led to a secret tunnel. "This must be it," exclaimed Jack. "Let's go." The kids followed the tunnel until it emerged into the forest outside. They burst out into the sunlight, panting and relieved to be free. "We did it," cried Jack, hugging his friends tightly. "We solved the mystery of the ghostly mansion." From that day on, the kids were known as the bravest in town, and they told their story to anyone who would listen. They never forgot their adventure in the haunted mansion, and they made a pact to always stand up to their fears and never back down from a challenge.